street team? Welcome back to Danny TV, where we bring what's going on in these streets to your TV, okay? If you're new here, welcome. My name is Danielle. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe because y'all know we're about to go up. Today's video is a little different. I'm being very transparent in this video because I honestly debated if I wanted to make this video or not, because I thought, like, I don't want people in my business, but then it was kind of like, you know, you're just one person and your story can change someone and can help someone. Like, someone could be suffering in silence. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to make the video, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, my channel is here to inspire people and to help people. So yeah, here I am making a video. So today's video is pretty much about me finding a lump in my chest. So I actually found a lump in my chest back in 2015, and then flash forward to 2021 and I found lumps in my chest again. So I know some people may want to hear like tips and things like that, so I'm going to start off with like my tips that I have first, and then I'll go into detail about my story and my journey. So first off, I want to say, learn how to examine yourself. Most of the times when you find lumps and things like this, it's because you're finding them yourself, especially when you're young, because you're not required to get an annual mammogram until I believe you're like 40 years old. Don't quote me, y'all, because I'm not a doctor. Y'all know about me. I'm a journalist. The journalist got the tea, but I ain't a doctor. But yeah, so learn how to do the self-check. If you don't know, reach out to your doctor and speak with them, because this is very, very important. Number two, I would say, is go to your doctor and get checked out. Like, ask your doctor for a mammogram. For me, I'm going to start getting a mammogram every year and requesting one, because breast cancer runs in my family, and this is my second time finding lumps myself. So it's like, at this point, okay, I need to come up with a plan, and I personally need to get mammograms every year. Like, forget waiting until you're 40. That's dead. And then the most important thing that I want y'all to take away from this video is, do not keep the lumps in your body. If you go to a doctor or whoever, a radiologist, and they tell you, oh, you have 9 cancerous lumps or tumors in your breast or cysts, and they say, you know, you don't have to remove them if you don't want to. Do not do that. I don't care if they told you that. Do not do that, because by keeping those in your body, you don't know what it will cause later, you know? So if y'all don't take anything away from this video, make sure that y'all do not keep lumps in your body. Remove them. Get them removed immediately. And then the last thing is, please invest in health insurance, y'all. Like, it may be something, if you're like penny pinching, it may be something like, oh, I can't really afford health insurance, but that's a sacrifice in a penny pinch that you need to make. Because when things like this happen, you need to have insurance so you're able to pay for these things, and you don't have to keep foreign objects in your body, you know, because the surgery can be very expensive. Because for me, I had to go to a plastic surgeon. So make sure, you know, that you guys do have health insurance. So let's just get into the story time. So back in 2015, I was a freshman in college. I was, I believe, like 19. I think I was like 18 or 19 years old. And I was like checking my breasts because I have big boobs. And I found a freaking lump in my breast. So at the time, like, I'm feeling around and stuff, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, it's a lump. And so I remember I called my parents, and I told my mom and my dad because I was scared. And I called my grandparents, and I'm like, you know, I think I found a lump in my breast. So I came home and I went to the doctor, and they checked me out, and they did find the lumps in my breast. So I had to go get a mammogram. Typically, when you go get a mammogram, they require you to undress from the top, and then you have to put a gown on with the front open and just tie it so you're not like exposed, and then you'll go to the back and they'll perform the mammogram. Now, I will tell y'all, the mammogram does hurt. They're literally smashing your breast like a freaking pancake. It's like, and it hurts so bad, but you can like tell them, okay, this is too tight, so they know to like remove the stuff so it's not like too tight on you, but it does hurt. So they performed a mammogram, and then they seen the lumps in the mass. And so then they were like, okay, we need more information and more research, so we're going to perform an ultrasound. So with the ultrasound, it's pretty much like if you have like a baby, y'all seen in the movies when people have a little ultrasounds, they put the cold gel on you and they move the device around and see. So they were checking, they moved it around, and then they saw they saw the cyst in the mass. So at that point, the doctor then took out a ruler and measured them. And the way that they like measure them is like in some type of clock form. Like, I don't know if it's counterclockwise, but it's like in a clock form. So they're like, you have a mass at 6 o'clock, you have a mass at 8 o'clock, like that. So at that time, I'm like, okay, they found 2 in one breast and then 1 in the other breast. So at this time, like, I'm scared. Like, I'm 18 years old, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, is this cancer? Luckily, it was not cancer. It was the B9, which is non-cancerous. And, the radiologist, he wasn't a radiologist, the doctor at the time, after he got done examining me, he was like, it's not cancerous. You can keep them in your breast if you want. You don't have to get them removed, or you can come back in 6 months and we'll watch it and make sure it doesn't grow or see if it grows. And he was foreign. And I'm like, sir, what? You think I'm about to keep these lumps in me? Like, no. So my dad was like, and my grandma was like, yeah, bye. And so it was a black lady that was there. I think she was like a nurse, and she pulled me and my family to the side and she said, I overheard what the doctor said to you. Remove those out of your body because you don't know what they can turn into. And I was like, thank you for looking out. And I am. So at that point, the next step was to schedule my surgery. So I ended up going to that doctor because I went to my primary doctor, and they referred me to that person because there was a person that knew more about breasts. Because, okay, my primary doctor doesn't know about breasts. She felt them, but, she didn't know, what exactly it was. So after that, I was referred to the breast center at Washington University, and I was able to schedule my surgery to go and get those removed. So pretty much, the surgery was fine. It was like I went in early in the morning. They gave me like medicine so I wasn't woke, and then she removed them. And then like when I woke up, I remember that the doctor showed me them, like, hey, this is what I removed from you. And when I first seen this, we thought that you had 2 in this breast, and we thought you had 1 in the other. And then in the other breast that we thought 1 was in, we ended up finding more. So it's like, even when they performed the mammogram and they performed the ultrasound, it could be more in there that they just didn't find and they didn't see, because that's what happened to me. And then something that just came across my mind also, when you go to get a mammogram, do not wear deodorant. You can't wear deodorant. So if you're like coming to the appointment after work, they'll ask you to wipe the deodorant off. So I had the surgery. I went home. They gave me medication. Now, I will say that medication, y'all, if you're feeling pain like the first 2 days, I would say take the medication. But after that, don't take the medication, because that medication is like hardcore drugs. Like, them dope heads, them pill poppers, the people that sip lean, whatever the case may be. Like, those are those drugs, y'all. And I would hate for anyone to get hooked on drugs right after surgery, because you'll take them and it makes you go to sleep and you feel relaxed, but you do not want to feel like that all day. And that's like an easy way to get hooked on drugs. So don't take the drugs, y'all. Like, I remember taking them and I was like, okay, like, I'm in pain and I'm able to sleep all day. And then my mom was like, okay, day 2, we're not taking these pills. Like, if you're not in major pain, we're not taking the pills. The pills are going away, because we're not going to get hooked on drugs. And it's like, I'm saying this and y'all probably watching like, what? Like, it's that easy, because it makes you feel good. You don't feel the pain. You're sleepy. But then it's like, okay, who wants to be asleep all day? So that's what pretty much happened for me. My surgery experience, it was really good. And the surgeon, she was literally top tier. Like, I feel like she's the best in the city. So she performed it. I had like a small incision around the nipple. She didn't give me regular stitches. She gave me like some stitches that had like glue around it. So it was like gluable stitches around the nipple. So when I showered and stuff like that, the stitches were able to get wet and the stitches literally dissolved. And like now, if I look at my breast around that area, I have no scar marks. Like I can't even tell that I had surgery. And I feel like that's one of the most important things. So that was the first go round. Flash forward to 2021. I have big boobs, so my back literally hurts all the time because of my breasts, because they're huge. So like my back, I'm starting to feel pain here, and then I'm feeling like tenderness and my breasts are starting to hurt. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm feeling my chest and I feel a lump. It's literally like right here. So like when I touch it, I can feel it, and like as I do this, it moves. And so I'm like, okay, I have another lump in my breast. So I immediately called my doctor and informed my parents. I went to the doctor, what was that? The beginning of December. And she felt my breast. So I do have a lump here, and then in the left breast, and then in the right breast, she felt a lot of deep tissue. So, but she didn't know what it was. So she referred me to the breast center. So I went to the breast center today and they performed an ultrasound on me. So I do have one non-cancerous lump in my left breast, and then I have a cyst in my right breast. So those two are different, and it's like a technical term, but I looked it up. I don't know how to pronounce it. And like I told y'all, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not trying to pronounce all that. So the difference is the non-cancerous one, it does not have fluid in it, versus a cyst has fluid in it. So I had no idea I had that in the right breast because I never felt it. But my breasts do kind of tingle and sting, and they both hurt. So when they told me that today, I'm like, wow. And I was like, what does this mean? And she like explained, it's just a cyst. And I asked, why does this happen? And the lady said to me, it's just the way that your body is made, and God made your body. So it's nothing that you can do to prevent it. It's nothing that you did that was wrong to make this happen to you. It's just the way that the body works. So she explained all that to me, and then she performed the ultrasound. And then she said that she was going to have a radiologist come in, and he was going to look at everything, come in and explain more. So the radiologist comes in, and it's a man, and he's Caucasian, and he's like, yeah, you have the technical term non-cancerous tumor in your left breast, and then you have a cyst in your right breast. So we'll do a follow-up with you in 6 months, and we'll see if it grows. And I was like, what? I had to step back for a second, because I'm like, so you wanted me to drive out here for you to tell me that I have to wait 6 months to see if this is going to grow in my body? Sir, please. And I don't like to bring race in the car, but I feel like this is why we need more black women, black men, people that care about people of color in the industry, because a sister, a brother is not going to tell you to wait 6 months and wait until a foreign object grows in your body and see what happens. I'm like, baby, I'm a journalist and I can be in Japan tomorrow. Like, I'm not waiting 6 months. I don't have 6 months to wait. I'm having surgery immediately, and I'm getting these foreign objects removed out of my body. I just feel like that's like inappropriate, and it's very unprofessional to tell someone that. Like, I just can't. But I'm like, of course you don't understand, because you're a man. Like, you go put some boobs on your body and walk around and see if you want to have foreign objects floating around in you. So at that point, I was just like, okay. And so when he left out, I ended up talking to the nurse, and she was like, you just have to follow back up with your doctor. So as of today, this just happened today. So I'm waiting to hear back from my doctor. So I should hear back from my doctor tomorrow. And I am going to schedule my surgery immediately, and I'm going to get them removed out of my body. I'm also working on getting a breast reduction, because my back, y'all, literally hurts all the time. And I went to try different bras to see if it's the bra and things like that. And it's like, at this point, something got to give. As of now, I am waiting to schedule my surgery to get these lumps removed out of my body. and I will keep y'all posted and updated. I just wanted to make this video to inform women because a lot of women don't know. Like, I feel like some laws and some things need to be changed. We should not be forced to wait until we're 40 to get a mammogram, because you can get cancer at any time, breast cancer at any age. So it's like that should be something that women are allowed to get as early as 18 years old. If you're experiencing this, make a plan with your doctor, because for me, I'm making a plan with my doctor. Like, yearly, I need a mammogram and I need an ultrasound to make sure that this doesn't continue to happen, and so we can catch it while it was small, because luckily the first time I caught them while they were small, and again now I'm catching them while it's small. That's why I'm saying it's very important to have that self examination, because you never know, and you can't leave it up to the doctor to check it. You know, you have to take the initiative to check it out yourself. And I mean, it is very scary, especially at a young age. It makes me wonder, like, like, will I have breast cancer in the future? Like, is this going to keep happening to me every 5 to 6 years? I have lumps and I have to keep getting them removed and having surgery. But at the end of the day, it's a part of life. And I'm just like, it could be 1,000 times worse. I'm blessed. Like, I have insurance and I'm able to go and get this medical procedure done. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm standing right now. Let me check my phone because I had some notes that I wrote down for y'all, but I think I pretty much covered everything. So I do not care if y'all don't take anything away from this video. The most important thing is, y'all, do not keep these lumps in your body. Get them removed, because you don't want them to grow. Excuse me. You don't want them to grow. You don't want them to become cancerous. Like, we do not want to keep foreign objects in our bodies. So get them removed when you can. And secondly, invest in health insurance, because I know a lot of people have the issue with health insurance. Like, invest in it, y'all. Like, this is your health. Invest in it. So just make sure that you guys are doing the self-check. If you don't know how to do a self-check, reach out to your doctor or someone that you trust. Like, we're all in this together. We're women and we have to be strong. So that's pretty much what I have for y'all today. I just wanted to put that out there because I'm like, it's people out there probably experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing. I'm only 25 years old and this is the second time that this has happened to me. So I know it's people younger or in the same, age range that are experiencing this. So yeah, if you guys did like this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If anyone has has any questions, feel free to DM me, and let's just thug this out together. I will keep you guys updated when I have my surgery and the next steps that I will be going towards with this process. So again, thank you guys for watching, and make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe.